130 Murray. Sue Hollis there. Sue Hollis goes to WA. Thanks so much. Hand you to Steve Davis to continue.
Thank you, James. Upstairs in the sound room on number 1, all right? Check, 2, yeah, thumbs up. Beautiful. Got the same headset, got the right headset. That's the main thing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to 261. We continue on this second day of the Magic Millions Yearling sale. And the colt coming forward, as with the previous lot by Bernardini, ladies and gentlemen. The first foal, another first foal out of a Rocket Gibraltar half-sister to Divine Madonna. She was good enough to win the Mire. She won the Emirates. She won the Toorak. She won the Queen of the Turf. That's the half-sister to the Dam of the Colt. And the Colt by Bernardini. Starting out, ladies and gentlemen, Mill Park. They do a great job there. 200, 150. 150, 100. 50 all right, 50 a bid, 50,000 nobody able to 50, 50,000 to 60, 70 get up, 70,000 nobody able to 70, 70,000 80,000 nobody able to 80, 100 here now, 100,000 me, 100,000 nobody able to 100,000 nobody able to 110, 20, 120 here, 120,000 nobody able to 120,000 nobody able to 120, 120, 30, 130,000 nobody able to 130,000 nobody able to 130, 130,000, 130,000 nobody able to 140, 150, 150,000 nobody able to 150, 150,000 nobody able to 150. You come to buy a nice Yearling 60. Look on here. 160. And the bids to Chris Russell. 160. 160. 160,000 nobody able to 160. And the hammer's coming up. You know what that means? He's about to be sold. 160. At 160,000. 70. 80. 200. The stereo boys. 200. 200,000. 200,000. Oh, different place. 200,000. Terry I took it to. 200,000. I took it to Terry. Make no mistake. I don't want any disputes. 200. 10. 20 here. 30 there. 230. 40. 50. 60. 80. 300. Turn the corner. You've been with them all the way. 300's here. 20. I'm glad you can smile about it. 40. Still waiting on you. I haven't given up. 340. 60. 360. Should I look away? 360. Because if you look up, I'll put you in. 360. He's walking away. 360. 360 I'm going to sell. At 360 I'll take 10, but you better be quick. At 360 I sell for 360. Terry, you're too good. You had all the action in the end. 360. Whatever we're paying you, Terry's probably not enough. But then twice nothing's nothing, isn't it? 262. Marimel. Colt coming forward by Tester. Here's the brother to Cocky Raider. One is a 2-year-old, one in excess of 100,000 at 8. Placed in the Fernhill. Here's the Testarossa Colts. The crosses work. Flemington went up. Pislotto the Grand Dam. Naomi, of course, the 2-year-old stakes winner in the family from New Zealand of this season. It's a family on the move. And the colt himself by the Millions horse in Testarossa. Start this colt out. Well, is he 6 figures? Is he 100,000? 100 frames. 50 all right, 50 a bid, 50,000 nobody able to 50, 50,000 nobody able to 50, 50,000 nobody able to 50,000, you know the 60, you know the crosses work with the family, and I'm at 60, 60,000 nobody able to 60, 60,000 nobody able to 60,000 nobody able to 70, 70 a bid, 70, 80,000 nobody able to 80, 80,000 nobody able to 80,000 nobody able to 80,000, 80,000, 80,000 nobody able to 80,000, 90,000 nobody able to 90, 90,000 nobody able to 90,000, 90,000 make 100, 90,000 nobody able to 90, 90,000, 100, 100,000, 100,000 110, 110,000 dollars. He goes down, bidding for 110,000. 110, I'll make it 20, can I? 110,000, 110, at 110,000, he'll say 20, at 110,000, goes now, bidding for 110. You know the crosses work with the family. At 110,000, goes for 110. We'll talk to you privately. Just a touch away, Richard. 263's not here. 264 will be next. Starcraft Colt. Oh, look at the pedigree here. 2 dams to the page. Out of the group winning mare, she by Danehill, Rosa Watts' Wonderful Family. Grand Dam Savannah City. Half the 4 winners, 1 to black type level. And the Colt himself by Starcraft. Colt, I reckon, just going to grow into money. 100 for him. 180, 50, 50,000, 40, 20, all right. 20 a bid, 20,000 a bid. 20,000 or whatever to 20, 20,000, 35, 25, 25,000 or whatever to 25,000 or whatever to 25,000 or whatever to 30,000 or whatever to 30, 30,000 or whatever to 30 here, 30,000, 30,000, 35, 40 here, 40 again, yeah, 40,000 or whatever to 40, 45, 45,000 or whatever to 45,000 or whatever to 45, Andrew Brown, 45, 45,000 or whatever to 40, 45,000 or whatever to 45,000 or whatever to 45, 45,000 dollars, he goes down, bidding 50, 50 a bid, 50,000. Would it help you 5 if I said he was here for sale? Because he is. He's on the market. 55 bids to Andrew Brown. 55. 55,000 no one able to 55. 50, 60. 60,000. 60,000 no one able to 60,000. No one able to 60,000. $60,000 he goes now. Bidding for 60,000. He's here for sale. 60,000. And I'm walking forward. 60,000. 60,000. Make it 5. 60,000. Here's the hammer. 5. 65. Hammer's up. 65 is about to come down. Look at the pedigree on the page. 70. 70,000. 70,000. And he buys Starcraft. 5. Now Andrew Brown's got 2 playing, and I got 75. And again, you hear Richard. 75. Bids to Andrew Brown. 75. 75,000. At 75,000, here's that. 80. Oh, you both men are out now, Andrew. 80,000. What do you say? Got one more? Andrew, you got one more? 80,000. Can you get 5? You're good. 85. Richard. 85,000. 85,000. What does our man say? 85,000. 85,000. Here's the hammer, and I'm going to sell him a 90. My friend from yesterday. 90,000. 90 a bid. You want to be 100, Andrew Brown? What do you want to be? You want to be 95. At 90,000, but at the moment you don't own him. At $90,000, hammer's up, it's about to fall. I sell him out for 90,000. To the right. 90,000. Thank you, Richard. Man bought yesterday. Good luck. Oh, have a look here. Oh, have a look at this. We've had some nice yearlings through today, but here's one right up there. Fastnet Rock Colt. You know the families work with the power, the sires work with the family. Amar Rock, of course, there we are, the first foal of the mare. What a job she has done for her first foal. You love owning mares that produce a foal like that first time out. By the Boom Siren, Fastnet Rock. Over to you to judge's value. He's 6 figures all day. Just where he's going to stop will be up to you, I would suggest. 100, thank you. 100 a bid. 100,000, no one ever to 100,000, no one ever to 100,000, no one ever to 100. You know the crosses work with the family. Look at the individual here. 50, 150, 200, 200,000, no one ever to 200,000, no one ever to 200,000, no one ever to 200. One of the colts of the sale, and he's got a pedigree behind him. 50, 250, 250, 250, 300, 300,000, no one ever to 300,000, no one ever to 300, 300,000, 300,000, no one ever to 300,000, no one ever to 300,000, no one ever to 325 help. 300,000, 300,000, no one ever to 300,000, no one ever to 25, 325. 325, 325,000, no one ever to 350, 350, 350,000, no one ever to 350,000, no one ever to 400, 400. One big bold bid, 400,000, 400,000, 25, 425, 420, 50, 450, 400, one of the colts of the sale. 475, 475, 500. Love your work. 500, 500,000 number down to 500,000 number down to 500. One of the colts of the sale. He's got the pedigree behind him. 500,000, 500,000, 25, 525, 525,000 number down to 525, 50. Come to my quality. Look on here. 550, 550,000 number down to 550, 550, 550,000 number down to 550,000 number down to 550. Did I tell you he was for sale? Because he is. 75. He's on the market. 575. You set the pace. 600. 600,000. 600,000. 600,000. I'm able to 600. 600. Now I don't want anybody miss, but I'm telling you now, 25. He's for sale. 625. 625. 625,000. I'm able to 625. And you know something else? 50. The good ones cost no more. 650. 650. 650,000. I'm able to 75. 675. 700. 750. 750. 750,000. I'm able to 750. 750 here. 750,000. I'm able to 750. 750. 750,000. I'm able to 800 here. 800,000. 800,000. I'm able to 800. 800,000. 800,000. I'm able to 800. 800,000. Now there are 3 of you that want him, but at the moment only one of you is going to buy him. 800,000. 800,000. 800,000, but he's for sale all the way, and I'm going to sell him. 800,000. I'll take it 25, but you better be quick. 800,000. Here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. But 25. But the hammer is up, and it will descend. 825. At 825, can I make you 50? 50. Here. 850 here. 850 here. Your man's out. 850. 875, can I? 850. 75. 875. That's you? Tony? 900,000. 900,000. 900,000. There are about 4 board meetings going on here at the moment, and there'll be 900,000 here. 900,000. 25. 25. 925. 925. 925. Had 925,000. 925. I don't want to shut anybody out, but in fairness to the last bidder, I'm going to sell him. 925. 925. Have you got 50? Because here's the hammer again. 925. Had 925,000. Here's the 50. What do you want to be, guys? I'll leave it to you. Do you want to call it? Do you want to be it? Do you want to be it? Do you want to turn around and say yes and make it yours? 950. 1 million? Is that right? 1 million? No? 960. 960, all right. It's an auction. 960. 960. 960. 960, same applies. 960, but the lid's left. 960, and I'm going to sell. 960,000. Hammers up, and I sell to the left for 960. Sold. 960,000. They know how good the Fastnet Rocks are. Good luck to the team. $266. Crestfield comes forward here. Bay, Colt Bay, Show Art coming forward. First foal of the mare, Grand Dam. Rosa War Arts, the family we had through just a minute ago. Rosa War, the Grand Dam, Savannah City. Shh. In fairness to the colt here, ladies and gentlemen. Show Art colt here. Start him out. 60 or 80,000. 60, 50. 50, 40. 40. 30. 20 all right. 20 a bid. First foal again, ladies and gentlemen. 20 a bid. 20,000 number down to 20. 20,000 number down to 20. 25,000 number down to 25 here. 25. 25,000 number down to 25. 30 can I 30 here. 30 a bid. 30,000 number down to 30. 35. 35,000 number down to 35,000 number down to 35. 40. 40 a bid. 40,000 number down to 40. 40,000 to 5. 45. 45,000 number down to 45,000 number down to 45. $45,000 he goes down bidding for 45,000. 45. 45,000 number number 45, 45,000 50, 50 a bid, 50,000 number number 50, 50,000 number number 50,000, $50,000 he goes, bidding for 50,000. 5. Ladies and gentlemen, shh. In fairness to the colt before you, 55,000. I know we had the big one before, but in fairness to the vendor and the horse before you, 55. 55,000. And I can tell you now he's for sale. 55,000. 55 bids right. 55. 57.5. 57.5. 57.5 now. 57. 60. 60,000. 60 a bid. 65. 62.5. 62.5. 62.5 now 5. 65. 65. Richard. 65. 7.5. 67.5. 67.5. Want to be 70? 67.5. Want to be 70? 67.5. Talk to them, Richard. I know you are. 60, 70. 70,000 to the pen. 2.5. 72.5 the lady. 72.5 the lady. 72,000. 5. 75. 80. 80,000. 80,000 there. 80,000 number now to 80,000. 5. 85. 90. 90,000. Now what do you say, sir? Want to be 100? 5, he said. 95. 95. 95,000. No, 95. Does 100 frighten you? 95. 95,000. At 95,000, I'm going to sell to the seats in front. At 97.5, they said. 97.5. Everybody's doing it to me today. 97.5. Want to be 100, sir? 97.5. Don't let the 100 frighten you. Don't let 2.5 knock you out. 97.5. At 97,500. Goes now, I'm going to sell. Bids far away. Goes for 97.5. Sold. 97.5. Back in the old days, would have been good. Commission up to 100,000. Those were the days, Grant, weren't they? 267. Good corded colt coming forward here. Oakwood Farm, good corded individual, well marked. Please note, the 2-year-old by Commands, promising type now, a winner in Saluta. That's the 2-year-old by Commands. In Saluta, ladies and gentlemen, recent winner. And the mare herself, city winner, one is a 2-year-old. Early running, good corded colt this. I reckon he'll get up and run. I reckon he'll get up and run here. Lot 267, start him out, flashy type, isn't he? For him, 100,000, 180, 80, 50. 20 a bid, 20,000 a bid, 20,000 nominable to 20, 20,000 nominable to 20, 20, 30, 30,000 nominable to 30, 30,000 nominable to 30, 30,000 nominable to 30,000 nominable to 30 here, 30 a bid, 30,000 nominable to 30, 30,000 nominable to 30,000 5, 35, 35,000 nominable to 35,000 nominable to 35, Real Saga Colt here, 35, bred to run early, looks as if he will, and up at 40, 45 again, yeah, 45, 50, 50,000 5, 55, 60, 60,000 nominable 5, 65, 65,000 nominable to 60, 70, 70,000 5, 75,000 nominable to 75 here, 75 Murray, 75 Murray, 75,000 nominable 80, 80,000. I reckon he'll run as a 2-year-old, this fella. He's got the pedigree to run. He's got the looks to run. And up at 80,000. 80,000 out the back to Jeremy. 80,000 out the back to Jeremy. 80,000. 80,000 nominable to 80. 80,000 nominable to 80,000 nominable to 80,000. He's for sale. He's on the market. 80,000, 80 a bid, and I'm going to sell him at $80,000. Bids out the back. I'll take a 5 you like, but I'm going to sell him 5. 80, 90, 90,000, 90,000. William, talk to him. Tell him he just can't have one. Tell him he just can't have one. You're not going to have to wait long, sir. You put the money in, you take it straight out. 90,000, I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 to spend if the 100 frightens you. 90,000, now give me 5. At $90,000, and I'm going to sell him. I sell him out back for 90,000. Out back, 90,000. $268 will be next. A Tunga stud bring forward the chestnut colt by the slipper winner, the sire of the slipper winner in Stratum. And the colt out of Royal Babe. Oh, a lot of Rory's gesture about this fella. A lot of Rory's gesture about this fella. Bred to be a 2-year-old, this fella. Out of a Rory's Chester Stakes winning 2-year-old, going back directly to Snippets Girl. And she, of course, by the patron saint of Magic Millions and Snippets. Colt by Stratum. 6 figures again, perhaps. 100, 80, 30, 30 a bid. 30,000 a bid, 30,000 no one able to 30, 30,000 40, 40,000 no one able to 40, 40,000 no one able to 40,000 a tongue a colt here 50, 50 a bid, 50,000 60, 60,000 out of a Rory's just a mare, and I bid 60,000, 60,000 no one able to 60, 60,000 at 70, 70,000 no one able to 70, 70,000 no one able to 70,000, 70 a bid, 70,000 no one able to 70, 70,000 no one able to 70,000 no one able to 70,000, 70,000, 80, 80 a bid, 80,000 no one able to 80, 80,000 no one able to 80,000, 80,000 dollars. He goes now bidding for 80,000. He's here for sale at about 80,000. 80,000. No, it was out the back, the last one. 80,000. 80 a bid. 80,000. No one able to 80,000. No one able to 80,000. 80,000. 80,000. No one able to 80. 80,000. No one able to 80,000. $80,000. He goes now. Bid 5. 85. 85,000. 85,000. Murray. 90, and tell your man he's here for sale. 90,000, he's on the market. You know where you stand. 90,000, 95, 95, 95, 100, 100,000, no one able to 100, 100,000, no one able to here for sale all the way. 100,000, 100,000, no one able to 110, 110, 20, 120, 120,000, no one able to 120, 120, 120,000, no one able to 120, 120. Murray, would a 5 help? Would a 5 help? Would a little 5 help? 125, it did. 130. Didn't get it though, sir. 130. 130. Sir, always buy the one you want. 5. 135. 40. 140. It's only money, sir. 140. 140,000. But the good ones cost no more. I told you that. 5. 140. 50. 150. 150. 150,000. 150,000. Buy them, sir. Make them yours. 150. 155. 155. 60. 160. 160. You come to buy them, buy them. 160. Wake up tomorrow and know you own them. 160,000. Just bid again. 160,000 and 160,000. 160. I'm going to sell him. You miss him, sir. You're going to miss him forever. At 160,000, I sell for 160. Out the back. John Foote. Yeah, he knows a good horse. Thank you, John. 160. $269 will be next. Vinery. Dane Shadow Colt comes forward out of Royal Rock. Another first foal. How many times have I said that in the last 2 days? Out of a Royal Academy Stakes before mare. Again, it's a running family. Colt himself by Dane Shadow. He can get a runner. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Start this colt out. 50 or 60,000. 40 for him. 20. 20 a bid. 20,000 a bid. 20,000, no one able to 20, 20,000, no one able to 20, 20,000, no one able to 20,000, I'll take your 5s at 5, 25,000, no one able to 25,000, no one able to 25 here, Binary Colt before you, 25, 30, 30,000, no one able to 30, 30,000, no one able to 30, 30,000, no one able to 30,000, no one able to 30,000, $30,000 he goes now, bidding for 30,000, well I'll take your 2 halves on here to help you, 30,000, 30,000, no one able to 30, 30,000, no one able to 30,000, $30,000, 2 half. 32.5, 32.5 here, 32.5, 35, Dane Shadow Colt, 35,000, going to grow into money I reckon, 35,000, 35,000, 35,000, no one able to 35, 35,000, 35,000, no one able to 35,000, 7.5. 37.5, 37.5, now say 40, now say 40, 37.5, now say 40 and buy him. Dane Shadow Colt, I reckon he'll grow into money, 37.5, you're out Jeremy, 40, 37.5, 37.5, 37.5, at 37,500 will you square it, at 37,500 will you make it 40, goes now, bidding for 37.5, not quite enough as they say, put it by, oh nice colt this. Stratum out of Ruby Call, please note. Ronanite, the Zabeel, now winner of 6, that's the half. Duke of Cornwall, now winner of 3. Out of the group winning mare in Ruby Call. She won the Light Fingers, she won the Sweet Embrace to the Dam, she won 4, she won 3 as a 2-year-old, and the colt himself by Stratum. Half to 3 winners. Duke of Cornwall now 3. Ronanite now winner of 6. Great colt as you can see. But to like about him, 150. 150, 125, 120, 100, 100,000, 100,000. 50, 50 all right, 50 a bid, 50,000, no one able to 50, 50, 60, 60 a bid, 60,000, 70, 70,000, no one able to 70, 70,000, no one able to 70,000, Stratum cold here, 70,000, Pedigree on the move, 70, 80, 80,000, no one able to 80, 100,000 here, 100 here, 100,000, no one able to 100,000, no one able to 100,000, no one able to 100, you're out here, 100,000, Chuck, watch your backs, boys, 100,000, 100,000, no one able to 100,000, watch your backs, 100,000, 10, 110, 110,000 to 20, 120,000, no one able to 120,000, no one able to 120, 120,000, 130, 130,000, no one able to 130,000, no one able to 130, 130,000, 130, 50, 150. 150,000. Watch your backs, boys. 150, 60. 160. Boys, bid spotting. Watch your backs. 160,000. 160,000. No one else. Terry, watch your back. 160,000. 160,000. No one else. 160. 160,000. If I told you it was for sale, would it make a difference? 160,000. 160,000. I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 to spend, Chuck. 5. 165. Everybody wants to spend it slowly. 165. 165, 70. 165, because it's not you. 165. On the phone, you're out. 165, 70. 165. You better bid quick. 165. 165. At 165 bids in front. At 165, and I'm going to sell him. I sell him out. Goes. Is that a bid? 70. Here. No, James. One James. 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 5. 175. Watch your backs. Just hold the horse in the middle, please. Hold the horse in the middle. 175, 80. 180. 180,000. 180,000. Just hold him up there in the middle. 180,000. 180,000. Nobody able to 180,000. Nobody able to 180. 180,000. I'm going to sell him. In front to James. 180,000. 180,000. At 180,000. Goes now. Well, I'm going to sell him. I sell him. 5. 90. Now be 200,000. Now be 200,000. At 190,000, come on Perth, what do you say? At 190,000 goes bidding 200,000. I'll wait, but I can't wait forever. 210. 210. 210. 210 again the committee. 210 again the committee. 210, you better look up. Give me the finger again. Give me the finger again. 210, you give me the finger. Don't know which one it is, but just give me one. 210, but I'm going to sell him. I sell him out for 210. James, you're too good. Thank you, underbidders. Thank you, Gay. Gay Waterhouse, back on top. Don't forget, getting women into racing. The bonus for next year's series. Ladies, you're out there, want to get involved, now's the opportunity. Real bonus in doing so. 271 comes forward from Orange Grove. Every dam on the page has been a winner. And the filly herself by in Costa del Lago. Out of a Royal Academy mare. She an imported stakes winning mare, ladies and gentlemen. In Costa del Lago filly. You'd be interested to see what's written on my book. In Costa del Lago filly, out of an imported stakes winning mare. Every dam on the page has been a winner. 200, 150, 100. 100,000. 100, 800, 80 should I say? 50. 50,000. 50. 40. 30. 20. In Costa del Lago filly, out of an imported stakes winning mare. 20. 10 a bid. 10,000 a bid. 10,000, no one able to 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 10,000. Because I'll tell you now what's written on my book. And it's sell. 10,000. Buying Costa del Lago. 10,000. 10,000, no one able to 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 10,000. She's buying Costa del Lago. You can buy with your eyes shut. 10,000, 10,000, no one able to 10,000, no one able to 10,000. No, here's all the speculators here. 10,000, 10,000, no one able to 10,000. 12,5, 12,5 here. 12,500, no one able to 12,500, no one able to 12,5. 12,5 now. 12,500, no one able to 12,500, no one able to 12,5. She will be the cheapest in Costa del Lago filly. Sold this year 15. If this is be the price to buy, 15,000. But she's for sale. 17,5. 17,5. I said that 4 times. 17,5. 17.5, but she's for sale. My instruction to sell. 17.5. 17.5. You know you can't breed one for it. 17.5. 17.5, but I'm reaching for the hammer. She's out of time. 17.5. Where's all the speculators here? 17.5. 17,500. I'm able to 17.5 at 20. 20,000. 20 a bid. 20,000 and Costa del Lago filly. 20,000. Can't believe it, but I'm going to sell her. 20,000. 20,000. Last person to bid will be the person that owns her. 20,000. I'm going to sell her at 20,000 bids out back. I sell her out back for 20,000. Sold. Out back. 20,000. $272 coming forward here, Flying Spur Colts. And another nice colt. I had some nice yearlings coming through this run. Here's another Flying Spur, 5 for 5. The mare is she, an imported mare by Nureyev. Nureyev mare, 100% record at start on the colt himself. May almost brown, as you can see, by Flying Spur. Quality colt here. I thought 6 figures. I thought he'd fly 6 figures on his looks alone. 180, 50. Come on, he's going to make that. 50. How much? 20, all right. It's a start. 20 a bid. 20,000. I'm able to 20. 20,000. You come to buy a racehorse. Look on here. 25. 25,000. I'm able to 25,000. I'm able to 25,000. I'm able to 30. 30 a bid. 30,000. I'm able to 35. 40. 40,000. I'm able to 40. 40,000. I'm able to 40,000. I'm able to 40,000. 40 a bid. 40,000. I'm able to 40. 40,000. I'm able to 40,000. $40,000. He goes now. Bidding for 40,000. Bids far away. And I can tell you now he's been sent for sale. 40,000. You bid and you buy. 40,000. I'll take 5. 40,000. 5. 45. Here for sale about halfway to what I thought he'd make, but he's on the market. 45. 45,000. I'm able to 45. 45,000. I'm able to 45. And I'm going to sell him. Bids left. 45. 45,000. I'm able to 50. 50,000. 5. They really want him out here. 55. 60. 5. 65. 70. 5. 75. You wanted to give me a half a little while ago. 75. 75. Want to be 80? 75, because you don't own them yet. 75, but here's the hammer. 75, and I'm going to sell 80. 5. 90. 100. I thought he'd make 100. 10. 20. 120. He's a quality colt. 120, and I'm going to sell 30. 40. 140 down here on the rail. 140 on the rail. That's right, on the rail. No, well, 130's back. No, 130's back here, Terry. I thought he'd bid. 130's back here. 130 is back here. 130. 40, he said now. It was for 50. 150. 150. A wink's as good as a nod. 150. At 150, and I'm going to sell. Here to Terry, and I'm going to sell. Goes though, I sell for 150. Terry, bought yourself a nice horse. Thank you, on the bid up. 150 the money. One nice horse to another. Swats here, colt. Have a look at this fella. Another first foal. Another first foal. The family of Silent Witness. The family of Sister Madley. I reckon he'll run this fella. I reckon he'll run this fella. Swats here, colt. Again, I thought he'd make the 6 figures. You're the judges. 50 for him. 50. Ooh, 20. 20, all right. 20 a bid. Good luck to you. 25. 25. 25. I don't know whatever to 25. I don't know whatever to 25. 35 here. 35. I don't know whatever to 35. 40. 40 a bid. 5. 45 here. 45. I don't know whatever to 45. 50. 50. I don't know whatever to 55 here. 55. 60 is it? 55 here. 55. 65 out here. 65 here. Julian. 65 Julian. 65. I don't know whatever to 65. 65. I don't know whatever to 65 left. 60. 70. 70 Rusty, 70 Rusty, 80, 80,000, 80,000, I'm able to 80,000, 80,000, 90, oh, 85, all right. Only because you're shorter than I am. 85, 85,000, 85, no, Julian here, 85, 85, 90, 90,000. You give me 5 again, look out, 90,000. What do you want to do, Rusty? 90,000, what do you want to do? Because at the moment you don't own them. 90,000, what do you want? 100. I thought that was 1,000. I wasn't going to take that. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000, no one else, 100. 100,000. Here for sale all the way. Julian, what do you say? 100,000, turn the corner, go again. 100,000. What's that? Wants to be 95. All right. 95. Julian, you can be 100. You can be 100. 95. 100. I heard it. Thank you, Matt. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 5. 105. 105,000. Matt. 105. 10. 110. 15. 115. Quality Colt. You know it and I know it. 115,000. I've got no friends, but you're about as close as I've got. 115. Want to be 20? 20. 120. 120,000. And 120,000 goes now to Matt. 5. 125. 125 little steps. 125, but we're still selling at 125. What do you say? Are you in? Are you out? 30. 130. 130. At 130,000, you pull me back, Rusty. At 130,000, he sells 5. 135. Gotta love an auction. 135 as long as we're going up. 135 as we keep saying. 135, he shakes his head. Was that the straw? 135, was that the straw? Was that the last bid? At 135, I sell in front. 135. Star Thoroughbreds, good luck to you. 274 not here. 275. Here's a colt with a bit of scope to him. Schnitzel coming forward. Out of a half sister to 7 winners. Tempest Morn, Palm Beach Babe, ladies and gentlemen. Schnitzel colt. Gee, they've sold well. They've sold well, and why not? He's got 2 in the race, of course. He's got 2 in the race. Colt with a bit of size and scope to him here. Start him out. Schnitzel, wooden stud for him. 150, 100. 150. 50 a bid. 50,000 a bid. 50,000 no one able to 50, 50,000 no one able to 50, 50,000 no one able to 50,000 no one able to 50 here, 50 a bid 60, 60,000, 60,000 no one able to 60, 70,000 no one able to 70, 70,000 no one able to 70,000, 70 a bid 80, 80,000 no one able to 80, 80,000 no one able to 80,000 no one able to 80,000 no one able to 80,000, 80 a bid now, Schnitzel colt here before you, 80,000 no one able to 80, 80,000 no one able to 80,000 no one able to 80,000, 80, 90, 90 a bid, 90,000 no one able to 90, 90,000 no one able to 90,000 no one able to 90,000. $90,000 he goes now, bidding for 90,000. Schnitzel colt here before you. 90,000, he'll make it 100. 90,000, make it 100, 100, 100,000, 100,000, no one ever to 100,000, no one ever to 100, 100,000, 10, 100,000, 100,000, no one ever to 100,000, no one ever to 100, gonna make it 10 where? 100,000, 10, 110, 110, you're playing it well, 110, 20, 120, 120,000, no one ever to 120,000, 5. 125, 125,000, 30, 130,000, whatever, 135, 135, 140, 140,000, 50, 150,000, whatever, 150, 150,000, whatever, 150, 150, 60, 70, 170, 170, 170, 80, 170, 80, 180, 200, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, whatever, 200, 200,000. 200,000 able to 200, 200,000, 200 a bid. What do you say, Terry? Can you turn the corner? Can you get him again? 200,000, 200 a bid, 200, because here's the hammer, it's coming up. You got it 10, 210, 210, 210 now. Rusty, same applies. Can you go again? Can you get him? 20, 220, 220. I like the appealing, Terry. Like the work. 220, but you're second. 220. Hammer's about to come down. 220, yeah, I'll take it. 220, you better be quick. Make it 30. 220, go again. 220, here's the hammer. I sell him out for 220,000. Chris Russell. 220. Gay Waterhouse, thank you. Gay Waterhouse, thank you, Gay. As we know, great supporter over the years and had a great deal of success too. Northern Meteor filly Paramount stud. Out of a Sydney winning mare, good enough to win at Randwick, as you can see. 3 for 3 the mare is. Here's the half-sister to Night War. Won the Karrakatta Plate, ladies and gentlemen. Night War, Magic Millions horse in Perth, as you can see, in the filly by Northern Meteor. Filly by Northern Meteor here from Barramel. 100 for her. 100, 80. 80,000. 80. 80,000. 50. 50 all right. 50 a bid. 50,000, no one able to 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 50,000, 50 a bid, 50,000, no one able to 50,000, 60, 60 a bid, Caracata plate winner, half sister 2, and I'll bid 60, 70, 70 a bid, 70,000, no one able to 70, 70,000, no one able to 80, 80,000, 90, 90,000, no one able to 90, 100, 100,000, no one able to 100,000, not you, Julian, you're out, 100,000, 100,000, no one able to 100,000, no one able to 100,000, no one able to 100, 100,000, she goes now, bidding 10, 110, 110,000 of 20, 130, 130, 40, 140, 140,000 of an able to 140,000 of an able to 140, 140,000, 140,000 of an able to 140, 140,000, and 140,000 goes now, bidding for 140. Half sister to a Caracata plate winner. And about 140,000, 140,000, you want to be 50, 140,000, 140,000, I'm able to 140,000, I'm able to 140, 140,000, and 140,000 goes bidding for 140. They won't take that. Put a buy. Try on the next. Taylor the Cat. Well presented colt this out of Santoya. Trained in New Zealand by Ross McCarroll, the dam. She won 5. She was a Group 2 performer back at Tauranga. Going back to an imported family, as you can see in the colt himself by Taylor the Cat. I reckon he'll run, this fella. I reckon he'll run. Is there 6 figures for him? Is there 6 figures? Got all the bonuses in the world to run for. 80. 30. 30 all right. 30 a bid. 30,000, no one able to 30, 30,000, no one able to 30, 40, 40,000, no one able to 40, 40,000, no one able to 40,000, no one able to 40, 40,000, no one able to 40 here, 50, 50,000, no one able to 50, 50,000, no one able to 50,000, no one able to 50,000, $50,000 he goes now, bidding for 50,000, make it 60, can I? 50 a bid, 50,000, no one able to 50, 50,000, no one able to 50, 60, 60 here, 70, 70,000, 70,000, no one able to 70, 80, 80,000, no one able to 80, 80,000, no one able to 80, 90, 90,000, 90,000, no one able to 90, 90,000, no one able to 90, 100, 100,000, 100,000, no one able to 100, 100,000, no one able to 100,000. And Matt, tell your people he's for sale. 100,000. Tell him he's on the market. 100,000. 100,000 in front, 100,000 running colt, 100,000 by Taylor the Cat. He looks a racehorse, doesn't he? You can imagine him with a saddle on. 100,000, I'm going to sell him. 100,000, I'll give you 10. 100,000, I'm going to sell. Here's the hammer, I'm going to sell him. I sell him out for 100. Chris Russell, too strong. Brian Guy, good luck to you, Brian. Stays local. 100,000, you'll have a lot of fun with him. In Costa del Lago, filly coming forward. Great depth of girth. Ah, look at the pedigree here. Have a look at the pedigree. It's one of these families, ladies and gentlemen, you just want to be a part of. You just want to be a part of. Buying Costa del Lago out of a Danehill 2-year-old mare. She a sister to Fastnet Rock. Here's a filly buying Costa out of a sister to Fastnet Rock. She's got a great depth of heart. Girth room. There, great depth of girth. I thought I had her out the other day. And the filly by Costa. The pedigree behind her. 300,000. 200,000. 200. 100 all right. 100 a bid. 100,000. 100,000, no one ever to 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 100, and I'll take your 25s on right from the start. 100,000, look at the pedigree you're buying into here. Filly out of a full sister to Fastnet Rock. Number 25, 125, 150, 150,000, no one ever to 150, 150, 75, 175,000, no one ever to 175, 175,000, no one ever to 175, going to make you two where? 200,000, 200,000, no one ever to 200, 200,000, no one ever to 200. I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10 to spin. 200,000. 200,000, I'm going to have it at 200. 200,000. 10s are on here. Here's a filly with residual. 200, 10. 210. 210. 210. 220. 220. 220,000, I'm going to have it at 220. 220,000. 220,000, I'm going to have it at 220. 230. 230,000, I'm going to have it at 230. 230,000, I'm going to have it at 230. 40. 240,000. 50. 250. 250,000. You know, I reckon she'd be worth that if she never stepped foot on a racetrack. But look at the depth of girth. She's got all the heart room in the world here. 250,000. 250,000. You just can't buy into these families very often. Here's your opportunity. 250,000. And here's something else. She's for sale. 250,000 on the market. 250,000. 250,000. I'm able to 250 here. Richard. 250,000. 250 here's the hammer. 250. It's about to come down. 250. Want to be 60 at 250,000. I sell for 250. Richard. Anthony Cummings, is it? Thank you, Anthony Cummings. 279. Real Saga Colt coming forward this time. First foal.
Just to point that
out of a half sister to 7 winners. Yeah. Had him out walking this morning, this fella. He just wanted to walk and walk. Real Saga Colt, ladies and gentlemen, first foal. Half sister she is to Green Street. Very smart horse in New Zealand, trained by Noel Heels. Bold front running tight Green Street. Here's the colt. Real Saga Colt. 60 or 80,000. 50 for him. 50, 40. 30. 30 a bid. 30,000, I'm able to 30, 30,000, I'm able to 30, 30,000, I'm able to 35, 35,000, I'm able to 35,000, I'm able to 35, Real Saga Colt here, 35, 40, 40 a bid, 40,000, I'm able to 40, 45, 45,000, I'm able to 45,000, I'm able to 45, going to make it 50 where, 45, first crop of Real Sagas, and I'll bid 45, first follow the mare, 45, 45,000, I'm able to 45,000, I'm able to 45, $45,000 he goes now, bidding for 45,000. There's a real story behind this colt. 50, 50,000, 50 a bid, 50,000. A lot of similarities to this fella, to Real Saga himself. 5, 55, 55,000, 55,000, 55,000. I'm able to 55, 55,000. I'm going to make it 60, 50, 60. 60,000, 60 a bid, 60,000, 60,000, I'm able to 60, 60,000, I'm able to 60,000, with a 2.5 help. Would a 2.5 help? 60,000, make it 2.5. 60,000, wants to walk for Africa, as they say. 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, I'm able to 60,000, make it 2.5. At 60,000, 2.5. 62.5, 62.5, got the 5, 62.5. At 62,500, goes now, bidding for 62.5. We're just a touch away. I reckon he might sell before the end of the day. Last of my runners, they say. Wooden Stud. Filly Bay, long row out of Sassy Soda. First of 2 from Wooden Stud. This out of a Flying Spur mare, 2 for 2 that am. Gamina's family, Soda Springs family, and the filly herself by long row. Starter out, Wooden Stud filly. 60 or 80,000. 50 for her. 50, 30. 30 a bid, 30,000 a bid, 30,000 I'm able to 30, 30,000 I'm able to 30, 30, 40, 40,000 I'm able to 40, 40,000 I'm able to 40,000 I'm able to 40,000, 40 a bid, 40,000 I'm able to 40, 50,000 I'm able to 50 here, 50,000, 50,000 I'm able to 50, 50,000 I'm able to 50,000, $50,000 he goes now, bidding 5. 55, 55,000, 55,000, I'm able to 55, 55,000, I'm able to 55. Long row filly, ladies and gentlemen, 60. Out of a Flying Spur mare, 60,005, 65, 65,000, I'm able to 65, 65,000, I'm able to 65, 70, 70,000, 70,000, I'm able to 70, 70,000, I'm able to 70,000, 70 a bid, 70,000, I'm able to 75, 75, 75,000, 80, 80,000, 80,000, I'm able to 80. Over here, sorry. I took it here, James. I took it to James. I took it to James. I'm sorry. 80,000. Took it to James. Chuck. 80,000. Just give me the 5. 80,000. Just 5. 80,000. 80 a bid. 80,000 now. I looked up, saw James. 80,000. I thought you're pointing the same way. 5. That'll sort you out anyway. 85. 85,000. Oh, it's you. Well, I'll give you 2.5. 7.5. 87.5. 87.5. 87.5. 90. 90,000. Don't want to shut anybody out. It's like watching tennis, yeah. What do you want to do? 95. 95,000. 100, he said. 100,000, he said. 100,000. 100,000. Nobody ever look at one of those dogs in the back of the car. 100,000. 100,000. Come on, you know what I'm going to save you, buyer. 100,000. Give me 5. 100,000. 100,000. Nobody ever 100,000. You nearly did then. 100,000. You moved the hand. 100,000. What I'm going to sell her? 5. 10. 110. You move the hand, I'll take it. 110. At 110, the hand's gone. I sell up for 110. 15. 115. Same applies. 115 on the phone, you're out. At 115,000, what are you? 20. I did it for you, I had to do it for him. 120. At 120,000, it's up. You're going to miss her. You're going to miss her forever. He shakes his head. Guy Mulcaster, 120. Don't look disappointed now. You had your chance.